My name is Jenna, but you guys can call me Jen. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Hi, hello, welcome to the first weekend vlog of 2025! Hey. It is officially, like, almost 2 in the morning, but I wanted to pop in and say hey! And start this vlog officially, because it is technically Saturday. Well, no, it's actually technically Sunday now, so this weekend vlog is gonna be probably pretty short, unless I just yap forever, which you guys know I do constantly. You said today was a day, a really good day, but a day, because I went wedding dress shopping with my friend Cassandra and her mom, because she's getting married this June. And we went to one place this morning at 9 o'clock. We were there at 9. It was a beautiful appointment. Everyone was so kind. Cassandra was looking banger in every single dress. First one, oh my God, she came out and I was like, that's her dress. And all of us were like, oh my God, what a way to start. It looks so good on you. And then like every other dress, she looks so good in, but like nothing compared to that first dress for me personally. And for her, she loved that dress. And then she really loved this one dress that she tried on that had a lot of like glitz and glam. The first one was very like classic. It was kind of a faux basque waist. It wasn't a full one, but it was like satiny material with like slightly coming up in the neckline. It just looked so beautiful on her. And all of us were like, oh my God, it's so pretty. Then she fell in love with another one that had like a lot of like glitz, glam, different things going on, and appliques down the tulle, and it was a completely different vibe. But she really loved that one as well, and she was like, I just don't know. I don't know which one between these two. We then went to our next appointment because we had, I think her mom had like 4 scheduled for today, but planning on going to 3 because that last 4th one was like, I guess an emergency, or if we were up for it, but like we were done by 3. We were very tired, but second place was amazing. Incredible people. Again, the consultant was amazing. She was a fuck amazing. She was so fun. I loved her so much. We went to the second place, trying on dresses, and then Cash tried on this one dress. That was a perfect medium between those 2 dresses we saw at the first place. It had the right neckline. It had the absolute perfect hit of her on the waist. It was a corset back, and it fit her like a fucking glove. And the consultant lady was like, if this is your dress, you can buy it off the rack. Like, it's yours. She ended up putting it on hold for Cass because we had another appointment to go to, and she wanted to think about it and like, you know, get some food in her because it was lunch and she was very hungry and all this kind of stuff. So we went to lunch, and then we went to the last place of the day, which was a trash fire. I think we were there for maybe 20 minutes. It was awful. Like, the consultant didn't know what she was doing, didn't know how to get a person in a dress properly. Like, it is a very hands-on experience getting a wedding dress fitted on you, and it is like manhandling a person into this piece of fabric, right? Or many pieces of fabric. And this girl just did not know what she was doing, and she was very judgy right off the top of Cass's size, which is just absurd. Like, first of all, you just don't do that. Like, the vibes were so off in that appointment. She tried on another like 3-4 dresses. They were just all no's, and so we just like walked out. And I was like, Cass, like, which one is in your head right now, and is it your dress? She immediately was like, the one from Chantal's. And yes. So we went back. We brought her shoes that she's gonna wear on the day, and the consultant was so happy that we returned, because she was just like, I was going to lose my mind if you didn't come back today, because this is your dress. Like, you could just tell that this was your dress, and you look so beautiful in this dress. And she did. She tried it on again. We all cried. It was great. So Cass found her dress. It was a really long day, but oh, it was so great. And then I when we were sitting, I think we were going to the last place, I texted my friends because we were supposed to go to Waitress tonight, and I was just like, guys, the last thing I want to do is go anywhere else. What I want to do right now is go home and sit on my couch and rot for the next however many hours. And so I ended up giving my ticket to a friend who wasn't going to go originally, and then they ended up going. So they went to Waitress and had a great time. I came home and sat on my couch, which was exactly what I wanted to do. But now I ended up booking for next weekend my bridesmaid dress fitting at one of the places, because they have like just an incredible selection of different styles, and you can basically order it in the color that your bride wants. That is the plan. I'm gonna go there with mom next weekend, and I'm gonna try on a couple of styles and hopefully find something that I like that I can order to be a maid of honor. Amazing. That's the hope. I only have one scheduled for next weekend though, because I don't have it in me to go to more than one place, I don't think. Anyways, but yeah, got home and I was noodling on the couch for a long time, like just scrolling on social media, unwinding. Then Allie left me a voice note about the principal moments, because we were doing a Betty read of this one. She ended up reaching page 252 or whatever, right? 50% of the way through the book. And she was like, I have so many thoughts. I need to talk to you about it. So please, like, get to this point so we can talk about it. So I ended up reading to that point. I had like 50 pages to read. It was honestly pretty quick. But I didn't read them until like 2 hours later, because I made dinner and then I futzed around and scrolled more on social media. And then I was like, I should probably read. So I did. And then I messaged her and we just started trading theories about this book and about the prophecy in this book and the different characters going on and the different footnotes that are in here. I don't even know. Are they footnotes? Maybe they're end notes. They're like the little things added in at the end of some of the chapters. Any Obi or Asha chapter, they are added in at the very end. It's like a little italics part, and then followed up by like archivist notes, and then like a note on the archivist notes sometimes. So it like adds a little bit of textual stuff. And quite honestly, I was not reading them after a certain point, because I find sometimes reading those things, especially like, I know like a Brandon Sanderson has like the quote at the very beginning of a chapter. Usually I just skip those because I don't care. And if I read those, it takes me right out of the story, because then it like I lose the flow and the momentum of like the narrative. So if I read the chunks that are like the ephemera to the story, sometimes I lose my pace and I stop. So I read these for a bit and then I just started ignoring them because they were like slowing me down and I just wanted to keep going with the story. And then Allie was like galaxy braining the other day about these and how they're like connected to the story, and I was like, well shit, now I gotta go read them. So I read up to the spot that she was at, and we were voice noting back and forth, and then she was just like, let's just call each other. We talked for an hour or more on the phone about this prophecy. I have annotated this prophecy like I annotated my like poetry in university. Like we were trying to figure out different lines and like what they could mean, or like what their significance is to the story, and potentially if Esme Yumi Pearson is stretching this into a trilogy. I think it's a planned trilogy. Like how she could stretch this prophecy specifically into the trilogy, because there's a lot of talk about like trials in the second paragraph, and like there are no trials yet in this book, so maybe second book is a trial book. I don't know, but like we were just analyzing this story and like trying to come up with different theories about like the different characters and what they mean, and using the different end notes, I guess they're called. There's probably a fancy word for it that I just don't know, but using those and seeing how they connect to things, and it was so fun. I could feel myself like as I went in and like I went back and reread the first beginning part, because the beginning has like a beginning which describes the beginning of creation essentially in this universe. Oh, my book is falling apart. And then we have the middle, which is a random story about a baby girl who's born and then her mother who like releases her into the universe in the middle of a war. Sci-fi. And then we have the end, which introduces us to the actual like narrative with Asha and Obi and the other characters. But like I reread that and then I started going through and like finding those little end notes and reading them. And now like reading them now, the first half of them, knowing what I know about the story, I can see how they tie to the story and how it just started like galaxying my brain about like different theories and different things that could be going on. And will we get all the answers to this book? Probably not in this first one. But I'm confused as to why no North American publishers have picked this book up. It's fucking phenomenal. It gives Doctor Who. It gives, like, it feels like a fantastically well narrated Doctor Who episode that's been stretched into like a movie or something. Like it feels more in depth. It feels more, I don't know, like if you took the concept of one Doctor Who episode and like stretched it out into a mini series, maybe that's what this could be. Like it's got more detail. It's got more going on. The characters are fucking phenomenal. Thriving, truly thriving. And I feel like if this ending isn't satisfying, I am going to lose my shit, because this is so beautifully plotted, incredibly world built. Like it is so intricate. You can just tell that the author has done the work with this, because it is so complex. Every little bit matters in some kind of a way. And not only are those like end chapter things like really relevant to what's happening, you don't really notice until you get to certain parts and you're like, wait. So, and now we have many theories, and I don't know if they're correct or not, and I don't know if I will know if they're correct or not, but we're gonna keep going, and I'm thriving. But yeah, I'm exactly halfway through this. What else am I gonna be reading this weekend? Great question. Well, since tomorrow's Sunday, I would like to wrap up Celestial Monsters. I did start Celestial Monsters by Aidan Thomas, which is the second book in that duology. Would like to wrap that up tomorrow, and then this one, I guess. And Mad Ship, I also have on the go. So I would like to get good progress on everything that I'm currently reading before I really start anything else, because I'm in the mood to just dabble in a lot of different books, which is fine, but also not very helpful when I'm actually like trying to finish things. So, but it is officially 11 days into January, and I have read 5 books, which is a little crazy. I mean, technically 4, because one of them was Empire of Exiles, which I just wrapped up the last 80 pages of or whatever in this year with the book club that I was doing with writing about dragons and shit. But everything else, all of the 4 other books were read fresh this year. So I finished 5 books this year so far, and it's just gonna keep going up. And I've had like bangers this month. I have not had good luck with one of them. I ended up like skimming the last half of it. It was bad and I was bored out of my mind, and I gave it 2 stars. But everything else has been a 4-star or higher. We've had 2 4.5 stars, 4-star, and Empire of Exiles, of course, was 5-star because it's the best book in the world. But like, I fear we're gonna have another banger with this one. Potentially first 5-star of the year. That's not a reread. Who's to say? And then Celestial Monsters, if it goes the same way as the Sunbear Trials, it'll be 4 stars, which is great. And I'm enjoying it so far. I'm like barely 50 pages into it. But it's an interesting change because the Sunbear Trials is narrated just by Teo, and then this one has dual POV. We're following Shio and Teo, which is a very interesting choice, but I think it's a good choice. It's a very interesting choice because like there's so many different characters in this book that could be the other POVs. We could get like so many different viewpoints of what's going on and like opinions of what's going on and like who's at fault for what's going on. I'm intrigued that Aidan chose Shio as the POV instead of like Aristella or Marion or like any of the other ones, right? So I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued, and I'm excited to see where that one goes because it feels more like a quest one. I think this is gonna be more questy, which we love. Anyways, that's what's up. That's what's happening. Welcome to the vlog. That's what I've been reading. That's what I've been up to. Tomorrow, I really want to go see some kittens. I really, really do. Oh, also tonight, because I've been bullying myself all January to take down my Christmas stuff, I finally stripped my tree of the ornaments that were on it. So now all I gotta do is get the box from my outdoor storage room and bring that in and take my tree down and then vacuum because there's needles and styrofoam and everything everywhere. And then I've officially de-Christmasified my place. It's a lot easier in a tiny place when you don't have that many decorations up. Like I had the Santa on the corner, one of the trees on my piano, and then like I guess I gotta take down the cards on my mantle, but then I gotta take down my tree, which will be super easy. I can do that tomorrow. I just need to go get the box. And I didn't want to go get the box tonight because it's 1 a.m. and I didn't want to disturb my neighbors by opening up my front door because it makes a lot of noise. I'm like walking on my balcony because you can really hear it when someone's walking on the balcony. You can hear it. So I didn't want to do that. Anyway, so yeah, tomorrow, take down the tree officially, and I would like to go see some cats. I was looking at the Humane Society, the Humane Society near me. I was looking at the cats that they have at the Humane Society because they also have a couple that are like out in fosters and then a couple that are out in like different satellite locations by different pet stores around the city, which is not fantastic, obviously, because animals in pet stores are always so depressed. But they have some really cute ones that I'm like, I really want to go see that one. So I think I might go see one of them, which is at a pet store just over here. And then I'm gonna go to the Humane Society tomorrow and go like just hang out with cats. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Will I get a cat tomorrow? I don't feel like I've prepared my place enough to get a cat tomorrow, but like I would not be against it if I fell in love with one. I feel like I'm not like physically ready for one. I gotta do a couple things in my place, and I have to like get the supplies so that I'm not you know, with a cat and like no litter box, no litter, no nothing in my place ready for it, you know? So, but I do want to go hang out with them because I feel like that would be a great Sunday. So that's the plan. Anyways, I gotta put my pajama shirt on and go to bed because I'm tired. I have been up for a very long time, but that's okay because it was a good day. Okay, I'm gonna catch up with you guys tomorrow for Sunday. But yeah, so far a pretty great weekend. I just didn't get a whole lot of footage of it because I was up and out of the house very early today. Got a couple shots of some pretty wedding dresses, and then we're back. So, because everything else is just for Cass, just for Cass and her mom and for me. She doesn't need to have all that on the internet because, you know, I don't have the permission from her to do that. That's not, no. Anyways, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hi. Oh, you're just a sweetheart. But no thoughts behind those eyes. None at all. Hi. I don't like butt scratches too much. What do you think? Oh, thank you. No? You just want love? You just want the loves? Oh. Oh. Want to come here? Want to come here? Hi. You like the toys? Hello, beautiful boy. Hi. Oh, you're such a sweetie. Yeah. Sweetie. You smell like cats. I don't know what you smell like, but you smell like something. Hi, sweet pea. Where was I? Hey? Hi. Sweet girl. Oh, I'll let you do what's in the bag in a moment. Hold on. Hold on. Hi. Hello friends, happy Monday. I'm actually coming at you when there's daylight out still. Oh, how novel. It's because I'm leaving to work in just a few minutes here, but hi. I wanted to pop in and let y'all know. I have nothing to let y'all know about. I just wanted to chat, I guess. Start of another week. Hopefully this week isn't as long and arduous as last week because holy shit, what was it about the first full week back in January? That was just hell to get through. I also wanted to say I got this from the library the other day. This will be fun by E.B. Asher. I'm excited to give this a read. I don't know much about it, but it looks really pretty and it's fantasy. So of course I have it. But today, because it is Monday, my plan is, because I'm also doing that like pages challenge. I don't know if I ever really said that in any of my videos. I'm doing a pages challenge in January with STORYGRAPH. I joined in on their January pages challenge, which means I just have to at least read one page a day, every day, and log it on time every day. So I have read every single day so far in January. I'm currently on the longest streak ever that I've had in STORYGRAPH, which is honestly great. I'm really happy that I'm doing it and that I've decided to do this because it is motivating me to read more. And I gotta say, having read in general every day, I have finished, as I said at the beginning of this video, like 5 books. I didn't finish another book this weekend, but that was because I was quite busy. But I did read. Like, I read another like 90 pages this weekend on top of like just making sure that I was reading, you know? So tonight when I get home, the plan is to try finish Celestial Monsters, which I think should be fine because I edited this vlog just now up until this moment. And so it's like basically ready to go. I wanted to pop in and say hi because I realized I didn't say anything yesterday. I just like logged a couple moments of where I was going to the Humane Society and then at home, and then I worked out last night. So I want to actually pop in and give you all an update, I guess. I guess that's what I'm here for. I don't know why I didn't think I had anything to talk about. Of course I have stuff to talk about. I'm always yapping. Finishing my thought from before. I plan to finish Celestial Monsters tonight. So we'll see how that goes. I will let you know later. But yesterday was a good day. I woke up later than I anticipated. I had planned to wake up at like 9:30-ish so that I could get some cleaning done, get some organizing done, because after I had filmed that clip, the last talking clip that I had in this video, talking about the fact that I wasn't like physically ready to get a cat because I needed to do a couple things around my place, I planned it out in my head on how I was going to do that on Sunday yesterday. So I woke up, realized it was much later than I anticipated, and I was like, well, I'm still gonna clean and organize and stuff like that because I still want to go to the shelter even though it's much later than I anticipated. I ended up just kind of putzing around, organizing, officially taking down my Christmas tree. I vacuumed, I put away all the mountain of clothes that was on my floor in my bedroom. And one of the things that I needed to do was in my bathroom, in that little alcove where my like washer and dryer are, there's a perfect alcove for a litter box there. And so what I had there was my like hamper and stuff like that. So it was full of clothes. I just needed to move that and decide on a new place for my hamper. So I have a new place for my hamper. And I needed to also clean out my storage room a little bit. I do need to figure out how I'm gonna like store litter in my place. I think that's the only thing I need to figure out now. I do have a box. I do have a tub in this storage room in here that I think I'm just gonna move into my storage room outside and deal with it at a later time, because I've realized I moved into this place 3 years ago and I still have a couple boxes and a tub of things that are my things, but I just have never looked at in the 3 years that I'm here. But I don't want to deal with it right now. I don't want to like go through it and like actually get rid of stuff. So I think I'm just gonna move that tub into there and then get a fresh tub to store the litter in here. I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. But yeah, that's what I did yesterday. I cleaned and all that kind of stuff, and then I decided to go to the shelter, and I wandered around, saw some adorable kitties. I ended up kind of, you know, being enchanted by the boy with the big cheeks, and he just little cheek, got a little chubby cheeks, he got round cheeks. His little name is Barney. He's such a sweet boy. He's so brave. He was so scared like a week previous when they brought him into one of the volunteers was telling me, brought him into the shelter. He was like he wouldn't let himself be seen, but now he's like on the hunt for head scritches. So I sat in with him and I just gave him a lot of love and a lot of head scritches. I'm not like in love with him, but I thought it was a great time and a good way to spend like an hour on my Sunday to go visit some cats and like just see what they have as cats in the shelter. And then I went to mom and dad's after like sending my mom a picture at 5 o'clock, because that's usually when I go over to mom and dad's. I realized it was 5 o'clock and I was like, oh shit, I took a picture of the cat and I sent it to my mom and I'm like, I'll be there soon, I'm just at the Humane Society. So when I arrived, both mom and dad were like, you shouldn't get a cat right now. You have so many expenses coming up. And I'm like, I'm aware of these expenses and I have been saving for all of these expenses because I have to get my wisdom teeth out this year, which I really don't want to do. I know it's not going to be like it's going to be a little time consuming because it's going to take up like a whole day and then I'll have to like recover over the weekend and all this kind of stuff. But it's going to be like $3,000 and I don't know what my insurance is going to cover, because I gotta call them, I think this week, and be like, hey, can you send this letter back to my insurance so we can see how much they'll cover this year with a fresh insurance policy? So I'm going to do that. It's a good reminder. I should write that down. But so there's that expense that's coming out. And then I also have my car insurance is up in March to pay for, which I save for my car insurance all year. So it's not like I'm taking them. I don't know. My parents are just funny. And they're also, here's the thing. I want to find a cat that is pretty set in its personality, is really cuddly and calm and isn't going to wreck my place, you know? Like I want a cuddly baby who just loves me. I want the cat to fall in love with me, you know? And my parents are so set on me getting a kitten. I think because they've never had cats in their life, I think they're probably caught up in a puppy mindset, because like with a puppy, you train it to be yours and it's yours and it like grows with you and all this kind of stuff. Kittens are a little different. But now I found a website of a rescue out here. That's a different place, different rescue, because the Humane Society is not the only place you can get cats. A different rescue where they have a bunch of kittens on their website, and the kittens aren't like kitten. They were born in like August of last year, so they're young. They're not yet a year old, but they're not like baby. So they'll have some of their personality coming out, you know? Because that's one thing. I want to make sure that the cat is not insane. I don't have the space for a crazy kitten, you know? But I love cats. I love kittens. I love them of all kinds, you know? I just want to make sure that I have a really cuddly baby. That's all I really care about, is the cuddly. That will be okay with just being on its own, because I can't have 2 cats in here. I can only have 1. So if a cat is like better off with another cat, usually the rescues and stuff like that will say it in the write-up on them. Like they'll do better with another companion in the household. But again, most cats can also adjust. I tried to adopt a cat a number of years ago, and I found a cat that was basically free online on a Kijiji, that this one lady was trying to get rid of one of her cats because her partner was extremely allergic to cats. And so she was like, okay, if we like this one cat is like my cat, this is my baby, and then this is another one that we got. So like if I get rid of this one, it'll like cut the cats around him to half. It'll be less dander. It'll be like more manageable kind of thing. So I ended up taking him for the weekend, and he yelled all night. He was not happy with me. He was not happy to be here. He was just not a happy camper. I was also not a happy camper. And I honestly think it's because he was so used to having company. He was used to having that second cat around. So, and because that's all he ever knew. So I want a cat that's going to be okay being just the only animal. You know what I mean? That feels weird. It feels weird to kind of explain. Teeth people. Call wisdom teeth people. That's on my to-do list now. But anyways, that is the plan. I did find a couple, like, as I said, I was looking at, instead of working today, I was looking for just more kittens. I was looking at more places in my city that have adoptables. There's this one that's called Tales of Freedom Rescue, and they got a bunch of stuff on there. They got a whole whack ton of cats, and they actually work with one of the cat cafes in our city. A lot of their kittens are currently at the cat cafe, which is kind of fun. I have never been to that cat cafe, but I might. Who knows? They work with them, so a lot of their cats aren't even like in a shelter or anything. They're in the cat cafe hanging out with a bunch of other cats and other people and getting really like socialized and stuff like that. Anyways, I don't even know what I'm saying. That's what I did yesterday. I just went to go hang out with cats, and I'm gonna keep looking. Even though my parents are like, you shouldn't get one right now because you have so many like big payments coming up. I'm just like, I know. I have been saving for these payments. Like, it's not like it's gonna be a surprise. I've also been saving for a cat. Like, it's just the things that you save for, you know? That's what I did yesterday. I went to go hang out with cats at the shelter, and it was very cute and very fun. It's 4:15. I should really get ready for work and go. But gotta go teach my children, and then I can come back, finish Celestial Monsters, finish up this vlog, and we'll call it a day. But yeah. Hopefully I do actually get to read, at least, if not finish Celestial Monsters, read a good chunk of it later today. That's the plan. That's the hope. That's the plan. Anyways, that's the update from yesterday. I don't think I had anything. Oh, the workouts. Okay. I need to get moving again. I have been paying for a gym membership for like a year now, or just under a year, that I have not gone to since April of last year, because the gym scares me. And it's hard for me to make something a routine where I actively have to go outside of my place to do things, even though it's a 5-minute drive away. It's just mentally, that mental block is in the way. But I really want to start moving better. I need to move my body. I need to, not be in pain all the time. I would like to look my best for my friend's wedding in June. So I was like, okay, I'm going to find a little like online workout thing, and I'm going to get into a group of it. So I did one last night. Yay. Yay. And I'm not like in pain today, which is nice because I don't like being completely in pain. I am actually in pain, but for a completely different reason. My lower back has decided to riot. It was starting to get really painful yesterday, but then like today I woke up and I'm like, I can't really bend over. So, and not because of the workout at all, just because like, I think it was because I was doing like the tidying and cleaning and all this kind of stuff, and it's really cold outside. So my back was like, no, because I'm 80 years old, apparently, just wrapped in a 27-year-old. But yeah, so I'm just saying it here for accountability. I gotta get moving again, and I will go back to the gym. I will, because I am paying for that membership still. I just need to convince myself to go again. Not like I was doing anything crazy at the gym anyways. I was just using like the treadmill or an elliptical or whatever, because I don't have a walking pad. I don't have the room for one or anything like that here. I'm also very large and no walking pad supports my weight. So kind of sucks. I have to actually go to a treadmill. Anyways, those are the updates from yesterday. I did read a little bit more of Principle of Moments last night. I'm now at about page 300. My God, this book is incredible. It's so good. Thriving. Loving it so much. But tonight, I'm going to hopefully wrap Celestial Monsters, and we'll see how that one goes. And I hopefully will have more to talk about with that one, because I'm not very far in. I'm like barely 50 pages into that one, and I just haven't touched it all weekend. So fingers crossed I can get to that really soon. Anyways, I gotta go get ready for work. I've been yapping for too long. But it's Monday, so I'll talk to you a little later and tell you about Celestial Monsters. Hi friends, it is now much later. It is almost 1 a.m. Who fucking knew? And I am now on page 211 of Celestial Monsters. I believe I'm right around the halfway mark, which is great. Not as much reading as I wanted to get done today, but this is still a good chunk. I'm happy with it. I also did another workout when I got home, and I got home at like 8:39, so that is why I didn't read it as much, because I did that and then I sat on my couch and suddenly it was like 10:30. That's how time flies when I get home from work. It just like suddenly it's 10:30, and then I was like, I should probably read some things, and I did. And I applied for a kitty. I sent an adoption form on that Tales of Freedom Rescue site, because I read through every single one of the cats, little files, little like write-ups. They're really helpful on the site, like to like get like a sense of like what kind of cat they are. And there's one little baby, one little kitty, a little calico baby who looks like they would be a perfect fit. She would be a perfect fit in my life. So applied. Hopefully I'll hear back within like a couple days. Then they do like a virtual home tour type of situation to like get the vibes. And then they set up a meet and greet with you and the kitty. And then if all goes well, I get the kitty. So that's exciting. I just decided to go for it because I have been thinking about this for months. So might as well go through it and like actually start the process of getting a kitty. She's such a cutie patootie. I love her so deeply, and now I'm thinking about names. So that's very exciting. But anyways, friends, what a weekend. Holy man. It was busy, but also chill. I didn't get a lot of reading done, but I got reading done every single day of the weekend, which is, you know, great. We love that. Keeping up that pages challenge. My friend found her wedding dress. So excited. And I booked my bridesmaid dress hunt for next Sunday, so that'll be exciting. Love that. We'll see if I can convince my mom to get any footage of me in the dresses. Just film me in them so I can see how they move and how they look all the way around. That's what I'll tell her, so that I get like clips of me in the dresses so you can see them as well, because that's kind of fun. Why not? But yeah. Also, de-Christmasified. No tree no more. No stockings on the fireplace. The cushion here is back to the yellow one. There's so much room. And that, my friends, is where a cat tree is going to go when I get one. I have my lights on. I'm gonna have to go through and like coil them up higher so that they aren't sticking out at the bottom, because I know that is prime cat chewage. I know they'll just go over there and just nibble on the wires because they're bright. They have lights on them, you know? So I'm gonna rewrap them up because it's like a wire that the lights are on, my curtain lights. So I can like rewrap it in a coil higher up. I've done it before. Anyways, yes. Also, I don't even think I mentioned, I got a new like bookcase in that corner there in the front. It's hidden by the old one, but I got a new bookcase on Facebook Marketplace for like $10. Banging deal. And I'm going to, I should like now-ish. Forgot I could do that. The lady that I got it off of Facebook Marketplace said that it didn't have little patowings. I don't know what else to call them. They're like the little things that go into the wood to like support the shelves. It didn't have 3 of them, so one of the shelves could not be like put up. So my parents, being resourceful as they are, had like 6 to choose from because, you know, we've had many bookshelves in our days. This is the shelf. I didn't even measure it. It just fit perfectly here. This was the other one that was all these books were in. This is where the things are, but I'm going to be moving all of my author copies that I have here into there because I think that that would be good. And like this stain almost matches my shelves. Like it's a similar vibe, so that's good. Anyways, I'm gonna put the little things in now and get this shelf put in here. But yeah, it was a good weekend. Where do I want this shelf to sit? That's a good question. Okay. Shelf. Do I want it to be here-ish? Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Okay, so that does not stay in the hole at all. Oh no. Oh no. I wonder if it would stay with the pressure of the shelf on it. I think it will. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. All in one. No, you gotta stay, little man. Little shabloop. Oh, son of a bitch. Well, neither of them stay. God fucking damn it. Oh, that's concerning. Oh well, let me see if I can MacGyver this and just hope to all the gods that they don't fall out of their spots at some point. Okay, that one stayed. Barely, but it stayed. Oh, immediately falls out, because of course it does. All right, well, I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with this then. Never mind, shelf escapades are frozen for the day. God damn it. Gonna have to figure out how to do that. But anyways, friends, little random side quest for the end of this vlog. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this weekend. It's been a good one. I know it's been a little weird, disjointed, and yappy as hell. I was editing it today and oh my god, I could just yap the whole time. That's the weekend. First weekend of 2025 officially. First weekend vlog of 2025 officially, because obviously it's the second weekend of January. I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna finish up Celestial Monsters probably tomorrow night. Part of my, you know, reading every day situation. Let me know how your guys' January is going so far. How's your reading going so far? Let me know in the comments. And leave me your most unhinged cat name. I would love to know. Anyways, friends, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in another one very, very soon. Stay kind and keep on reading.